especially in these days of coronavirus, you don't want to contaminate your flour supply by sticking your hand in the whole jar. So I put a little extra around the edge that I use, and that should be plenty. If I need a little more, I have a shovel in there. But this should be plenty. So I'm putting some flour on top to get that nice and non-sticky. Look at that nice bubble. Beauty. Beauty. Now we're going to put some on the side like this. See how nice? Now the first thing I'm going to do is put this over here. We're going to make the cornice, the telltale cornice of a true New York City pie. So I'm going to use this hand to hold the outside, and the New York pie cornice is thin. If this was a true Neapolitan pie, which the New York pie comes from, it would be a much thicker cornice. So I'm going to hold it in, and you see how I'm pushing it like this and making a nice cornice? So we're going to do that all around. I'm afraid, I want to turn it, but I'm afraid it's not going to work. So we need a little more flour. So I'm going to take this spoon and get some flour, and we got to try and get some flour underneath here so it'll slide. Okay, that's a nice, put a little there, and a little under here. Let's see if it'll slide better now. Okay. It's not sliding that good, so I don't want to ruin it, so I'm just going to do it without sliding it right now. I'm going to do my best to get this bottom part without sliding the dough, because I don't want it to get all shungad. Okay. So I make a couple of pies a month. I'm no pro, but I'm getting pretty good at it, and I could tell when I have to modify the procedure. Nice and airy. So now we're gonna get mad at the dough and we're gonna press it down. We're not even gonna worry about being too rough with it. Now a Neapolitan pie, you try and be a little gentle, and it would be a lot smaller than this, probably maybe 12 inches, something like that. So now we want to make this into a nice, even playing field. This is very airy. This is 72-hour ferment from frozen. I put it in the from the freezer straight into the refrigerator, and it's been in there for 72 hours, well, 70 hours. I took it out about 2 hours ago to sit at room temperature, to get to room temperature. So this is nice. It's working good. I don't know, I'm not going to be able to do the New York stretch, I don't think, maybe. But anyway, now we're going to flip it over and do the same thing on the other side. Okay, on this side I might be able to do that New York stretch. So now we're going to go around, we're going to do the same exact thing. We're going to make this cornice. Go all the way around.
Your arm is blocking.
That's okay. See, now I could turn it a little without really ruining it. Okay. And we're gonna degas it. You want it to be even, because if it's not even, it makes a difference. Your fillings are gonna puddle up on one side if it's not nice and even. And I'm gonna do my best to get it nice and even. Of course, because I'm filming it today, it's not working perfect the way I want it to. I could tell it's not going to keep turning, so I'm not going to keep trying because I'm going to ruin it. I'm just going to do my best to do it like this. So now, when I put this in the container thingy, I knew that the seam side was on top. So now this is the seam side. So we're going to flip it again because we want the seam side to stay on the bottom. I dropped a little flour on it, that's okay. Now it's sliding a little better. We could do that. You see, this one's gonna pull and this one's gonna guide. We're just gonna pull it a little. You see, I don't want it to stick. I'm not gonna try and turn it too much because I'm gonna mess it up. Let me put it here. This one's getting really big fast. I just want to get it a little more even, and then I'm going to pick it up and stretch it the rest of the way. We're going to stretch this. This is 600 and change. I forget exactly what it is without looking at my recipe. I think about 620 grams, and I use that to make a New York 18-inch pie, which I forgot one thing. You could stay right there, baby. I just got to get my screen and get it ready. Watch your back, baby. Good. Good. All right, that's my screen. That's what we're going to shape it on. So now, baby, once I do the stretch, I'm going to go behind you, and you're going to move this way and turn around, okay? You got that?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm going to do this one more time. Usually I'd be turning it and doing it, but it's not going to work today for whatever reason. It's a little sticky. All right, so now I'm going to pick it up on my knuckles, and I'm going to gently stretch it. Gently stretch it. See? I'm going to gently stretch as I go around. If it's a little bigger, it's not too bad because it's going to shrink a little. This should be maybe too big. So now I'm going to go around you, baby. That's a girl. Now, this is my pizza screen. That's how I get it perfectly round.
I got your back, baby. I'm
right.
going the other way.
Okay. A real New York City pizzaiola, they don't need the screen. I need training wheels. But it works a peach. So now I'm just going to stretch it till it's all around the edge. This side's a little. Be patient. It'll look better, trust me. Okay. This one was a little, maybe a little too fermented because it stretched out too easy. There's a fine line between stretching out too easy and not stretching out enough. That's your elasticity and your whatever. This is a little big, but that's okay. I'm gonna get it straight. Don't worry, guys. And it's going to shrink a little too. It's not going to stay this big once it's done. But I made it a little bit. It was a little too elastic today. Now, elastic is when it stretches back. It's a little too, I can't think of the word right now. But let's see. This would have been good for a 20-inch pie. But I'm going to get it. Don't worry. We'll get that crease out of it the best I can. Of course, because it's being filmed. Oh crap, and I forgot to take the sauce out of the fridge. That's okay too. Alright, that's about as good as it's gonna get. That's pretty good. I gotta go get my sauce and we're gonna go for it. And the cheese too, I gotta take out of the fridge. This here, let me do this first. I got a big mess here because I got such a small kitchen. Stay right there, baby. I'll be right back. Okie dokie. Usually I have all this stuff ready. There's none of this running back and forth. I got everything lined up, whatever kind of pie it's gonna be. There's my sauce. I believe I use 8 ounces of sauce. I don't remember either. But it's in my recipe. Get my sauce out of there. That's an uncooked sauce. It cooks on the pizza in the oven. Now, we do the spread out thingy. Just gotta fix this a little. Otherwise it's gonna be a mess getting it off of this thing later. Alright, that should be good. Let me get as even as I can. More sauce on this side. Okay. Try and stay outside of the corners. If a little gets on it, it's okay. It'll just make it brown nice. But this is pretty good. We're going to go around the middle. Go ahead.
Baby. I can't get the whole thing. Baby.
That's okay. You don't have to get the whole thing.
Oh my God.
All right, I forgot one other thing. my grating cheese. So today I'm using Pecorino. I go back and forth. I use Pecorino. I use, where's my microplane? Here it is. Oh, goody. So I use either Pecorino or Parmigiano. Today I got the Pecorino. I ran out of Parmigiano. Okay, we just put a nice grating all around. That should be good. That looks nice. Go with that. Alright, let's get this out of the way. This I could throw in here. We're done with that. I think today we're going to put the sausage on today. Today we got a spicy Italian sausage that I bought at Wegmans. It's really good. They sell it in patties. Baron's on the bottom because he knows that something's going to fall when I do this, and he just got a piece of sausage. Anyway, they sell it in patties already, not in the casing. And I fried it up. Well, Doreen did actually. And sometimes I put it on top of the cheese, sometimes I put it below. Today we're going to put it below. Just try and get your fillings as even as possible. That's okay, baby. They don't have to see every single thing. They know I'm putting the sausage on. Do they see it now?
Yeah.
Nice. Now, also with the cheese, I have two different things that I use. Today I'm using whole milk mozzarella that I get from a place that delivers to pizzerias in all over New York City. It's called, what's the name of that place? Wait, it's on the calendar. Or is that one downstairs?
Santino or something
No.
like that?
Anyway, I forgot. So this is whole milk. It comes in a big block. Sansone. Yeah, that's where I go. That's in
Long Island.
It's in Franklin Square. Oh, Aaron got a piece of cheese. I also use another thing that comes already grated, but it doesn't have any starch in it or anything to keep it from sticking. It's pretty much just grated mozzarella cheese. And that's called New York Blend. That's a blend of whole milk and part skim. And it's not for a diet thing or anything like that. It's just the way that the pizza guys like it. And it works good too. I have that in my freezer too. I go back and forth with the whole milk and the New York Blend. And the name of the cheese is, oh, come on, I can't think of it now.
It's in your recipe, it doesn't matter.
It's in my recipe, it doesn't matter. She's getting bored. But anyway, there's a brand. And, all right. And this is 16 ounces of cheese I use, whether it's the New York Blend or the whole milk. I use 16 ounces on an 18-inch pie. That's my recipe. Some people might use more, some people might use less.
You have more in here.
I know. Let me just move it around a little, try and get it even. The phone's ringing, but they're gonna have to call back. Alright, so today, I don't usually, well, usually, sometimes I do. I haven't used it in a while, let's put it that way. Don't worry about it, baby, come. They'll call back. We're putting fresh bell peppers. Uncooked, I sliced them nice and round so they look nice and pretty. And we're gonna put this on today. For you guys, to make it fancy for you guys. Okay? So don't say I never did anything for you. There you go. We're gonna cut this one in half and put half there and half there. Now I'm gonna slide it in the